here we are in Lake Placid, Florida, 77 degrees, and there, right behind me, is the new M-Series from Yarbo. These things are pretty awesome, guys. I got a quick tour of them already. There's some really exciting features. Let's go take a closer look. So the Yarbo team was nice enough to take out the M20, and over here is the M20i. This has the LiDAR built into it. Well, let's check this out over here first. What an awesome size. I mean, the size of the Y series, it works really well. However, this compact size is going to be perfect for different yards, smaller yards, maybe, you know, those who may be getting up there in age that just want something simple to take care of the lawn. This is going to be absolutely perfect. So many different uses for this. They've got a lot of stuff in the works, but right now they're showcasing the mower attachment. This is the deck with the straight blades, 20 amp hour setup. It'll take care of an acre and a half. They also have the razor blade version that will take care of an acre with the 10 amp hour setup. And check this out, guys. Check out the size of that core. Nice, small, compact. Weighs a bit over 50 pounds. Got the rubber track so it doesn't rip up the lawn. And this particular setup uses the docking station. So here's the new docking station, nice and compact. And then we'll get over here to like the real gem. This is the I version. This has LiDAR. So this is a really easy setup from what I understand. Just take it out of the box, do your initial mapping, and let it go to work. The size of the machine just blows me away, especially coming from the Y series model, which is a really large setup. This looks really easy to manage because you do have to, you know, pull the modules off to switch them out. They also have a snow blade module. They have a leaf blower for this one. They'll have the trimmer for this one. So really exciting stuff. All right, so here's a better look at how the whole system actually works in the real world. What's interesting about this setup is that everything starts with one main platform, the core. Think of it less like a single purpose machine and more like a power base that could take on different jobs depending on what you attach to it. And honestly, watching it move around the property, that modular idea makes a whole lot more sense. Navigation is one of the biggest differences compared to older robotic systems. There are no perimeter wires to install or maintain. Instead, the machine maps the area digitally using onboard sensors and positioning tech, so it understands where it's supposed to work. Once it learns the space, it just goes out and handles the job on its own. Now focusing on the mowing, the cutting system runs on direct drive motors, which basically means consistent blade speed while it's working. Cutting height is adjustable too, so you can dial things in depending on how you like your lawn to look or how fast things are growing during the season. But mowing really is just one piece of the puzzle here. With the collector attachment installed, which is something I'm really interested in, the machine actually picks up debris while it works. Grass clippings, leaves, pine needles, all that stuff that normally just gets thrown around from a regular mower gets cleaned up with this job. There's also a trimming module you could attach to a design for trimming edges in tighter areas. Adjustable trimming height and auto feed system keeps everything running consistently so borders and walkways stay clean without needing extra tools. All right, now let's get a little deeper into the specs and how this thing actually performs. Speed is tuned for consistency rather than outright speed. Watching it run, you'll always notice it's working efficiently without looking rushed or random. Battery options are another big factor too. Depending on the configuration, you can choose between different capacities that affect runtime and coverage area. Smaller setups work well for tighter properties, while higher capacity options allow for longer operation before the machine even heads back for a recharge. And the recharge cycle is fully automatic, just like the Y series that I've been using. When power gets low, it returns back to the dock, charges up, and then resumes the job where it stopped. That continuous workflow is really what makes the autonomous system practical day to day. The navigation combines camera systems with positioning systems and motion sensors working together to make the machine know its location. You can manually define work zones if you want precise control, or you can let the system automatically build its own map of the property. Some versions include LiDAR, which helps the machine understand obstacles and spacing by measuring the distances between reflected light. Basically, it adds a layer of awareness, especially useful in more complex yards and tighter spaces. Again, kind of perfect for my yard. Now getting back into the cutting setup again, which is what we were checking out in Florida, height adjustment allows the system to adapt to different lawn conditions, and blade choices allow you to have more aggressive cuts if need be. Standard blades are ideal for routine maintenance, while heavier duty options handle thicker growth in rougher areas. And something I didn't expect at first, this platform can actually tow small loads with the integrated hitch. So beyond maintenance, it can move around equipment or materials around the property when needed. So stepping back and looking at everything together, the big idea here is automation across multiple seasons using the same base machine. Instead of separate equipment for mowing and cleanup and trimming or snow removal, the system just changes roles depending on what you need. After seeing it operate here, the biggest takeaway is how much of the routine work just happens automatically once everything is set up. Now speaking of setup, the Yarbo team is going to show me how easy it is to map, and we're going to watch this M-Series in action. So here's the area that's currently mapped out, and we're already cutting grass here, guys. Pretty exciting. So this is still a pre-production unit here. From what I gather, they're going to add a little bit of weight to the rear just to settle the core in, and you can see this thing cutting grass. Look at that, just chucking stuff out the back. Now this has the razor blades for it. There's a lot of upgrade ability with this thing. From what I was told, you could even go to the game control if you want to, if you don't want to run this autonomously. And you can see it's handling this slight incline here, but I watched it actually handle the steeper incline over there, up to 35 degrees if I got that right. But just ultra smooth. Just love how this unit is really quiet. I mean, whisper quiet from the mower and absolutely quiet from the core itself. So the tracks on here now are for grass, and if you get the snowplow blade, you'll get the snowplow tracks for that to optimize, you know, plowing in the winter time. And actually the turns will be a bit smoother once the core is properly weighted. So don't worry about that, guys. I'm just in awe over this thing and how quiet it is. So in talking to some of the product developers, the motor is direct drive on this, which absolutely cuts down on the noise. And they've been testing different motors to give you guys the best longevity when this does come out. They want this thing to last forever for you guys. So far, I'm really impressed, guys. It was an awesome opportunity to come down here and see the M-Series firsthand and what it could do. If you're into this, I'll have links right in the video description below. You can get in on it now while they have the Kickstarter campaign going, because you'll get the best price.